Hello and welcome to North 100 Showdown, a Canadian Highlander throwdown. I'm Serge, joined by the wonderful Wheeler.
Thank you for having me, Serge. It's great to be here.
I need to get a tagline. I'll work on that.
How about, haha, yes?
Haha, yes! Everything we do is brought to you by you, if you're supporting for the Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Also, if you want to know our deck list, you want to know our points, or you want to know about the format, check out a bunch of links in the description down below. I'm bringing back the initiative, back again, because it's a Blink deck. Tell a friend.
What do you mean?
So I'm playing Esper Blink Initiative.
Okay.
I'm playing a lot of very bad creatures that introduce a very good mechanic called the Initiative. And then I want to try and play them again and again and again and accrue a ton of card advantage. My points, Mox, True Name Nemesis. What you got?
I'm playing red deck wins. Beep, beep, mono red, go fast, smash face. A titan of the format. One that was in my regular rotation for quite some time. It's a deck that I really enjoy. And every time I'm sleeving it up, and people are like, haha, Eggman, do the clown thing. And it's like, okay, well, you know, I like Goblin Guides too, all right?
This matchup, I mean, every time I sit across from RDW, I'm terrified.
As you should be.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's interesting. The deck has changed where it's not as... The rest of the format has sped up as well.
Sure.
And so you actually have creatures to play. Like every deck has creatures.
Are you mostly creature heavy, mostly burn heavy? Like how many opportunities do you have to take back the initiative? I'm curious about.
I have 34 creatures.
Oh my god. Wow.
I have every shock
Yeah.
and volcanic hammer style
good.
card.
Yeah.
And I think I have 3 3-drops.
What are your points?
My points are Mox Ruby,
Yeah.
Strip Mine, and Price of Progress.
Oh.
Just 7 points.
Yeah. I remember the good old days of 0 point red.
Yep.
Or I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised if you put like Fair Lotus in there too.
The point you can do Lotus, the points don't matter.
Yeah.
The points don't matter. It really is just like red doesn't win games off of like its points cards.
Sure.
I mean it can.
Yeah.
But like no, you just want a 2-power 1-drop.
All right. So you won the die roll.
I'm sorry.
Good luck.
Good luck. Let's have a good one.
Yeah.
Speaking of having a good one, I'm going to play a snow-covered mountain and play a Ragavan Nimble Pilferer. Go ahead.
Woo! Oh man, the change had I been on the draw. I'm gonna go get a white, black duel and Inquisition of Kozilek. I'm so sad.
All right. I have a Rakdos Cackler.
Okay.
I have a Gomad Courier.
Yep.
I have a Dread Horde Arcanist.
Jeez. Okay.
A Searing Spear. And a Ramanap Ruins.
Wow.
2 of these cards are banned in Legacy.
I'm 50-50 between these two, between the Bomat Courier and the Arcanist, because both kind of give you card advantage. I don't know how many ways you have to pump that. I think I'd take the Bomat Courier.
Okay. I don't hate that.
You don't hate that I took it, or you don't hate my choice?
I don't hate the choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate it because it's a good card, and it
Yeah.
also kind of makes my next turn a little up in the air. But
You do have the monkey, though, and that's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Like, turn 1 monkey. I should have mulled 2 mental misstep. There's not... Honestly, counterspells and hand attack are really awkward against RDW because your cards are bad.
Yeah.
or so easily replaceable, right? So you don't often have the incentive to try and mull super aggressively to that. And then you get monkeyed.
yeah, fetch, Shockland, Thoughtseize against red
Oh, yeah.
feels really bad, but you still are up life points in some way.
Yeah.
So,
Pass.
draw. Combat.
Yeah.
2, yeah.
Yeah. And you exile the top card and make a treasure?
And make a treasure.
Show me. No! My Shriek Moth!
Well, the good news is I might cast it. The bad news is I won't. I'm going to play a Ramanap Ruins. I'm going to cast Dread Horde Arcanist.
Yeah.
I'm going to then immediately use my treasure and cast a Rakdos Cackler
God, I
Unleashed.
desperately needed that.
Go ahead.
I'm in so much trouble. Okay, that was actually a pretty good draw. I'm going to play this Creeping Tar Pit tapped. And I'm just going to Swords to Plowshare your monkey right
Good
now.
call.
Yeah. Gain your power.
22.
Go ahead.
Play a snow-covered mountain.
Yeah.
And attack for 3.
I'm at 14.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. That was a very interesting draw. It's a very interesting draw. Basic planes. Lingering Souls.
Yep. Yep. That's a good one.
Yeah. Timely reinforcements. No!
No.
Go.
Now, being the sack that I am, I do have a really good answer to it.
The spirits.
Yes. Oh, that's kind of funny. I'm going to cast Forked Bolt.
Ooh.
Ping, ping.
Yeah, you do.
I'm then going to go to 19 and cast Ash Zealot, which I'll read the second line of text on Ash Zealot. It's a 2-mana 2/2 first strike haste. Whenever a player casts a spell from a graveyard, it deals 3 damage to that player.
Dang.
And so I assume your reaction is because my Dreadhorde Arcanist is now going to deal me 3 damage each turn, right?
Sure.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Combat?
Yeah.
Please take 5.
2, 3, 4, 5. And are you using... Oh.
I will decline.
All right. I go
Serge, I want you to know that at the moment that Ben played Ash Zealot, I have our Twitch chat open, and they're playing Tarkov right now. And everybody in chat just started typing, ha ha ha, F, F.
All right. All right. All right.
F stands for fast, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Why are you like this?
People wanted to see the first ever best of 5 North 100 Showdown.
Recruiter of the Guard.
Yeah.
Do I play any 1-drop creatures?
Deathrite Shaman?
Deathrite Shaman.
Solitude. Oh, wait, you can Solitude if you have one too, like a white card in hand. That's another option.
Yeah, honestly, thank you for that line. I think Solitude is better. Yeah, I think Solitude...
Let me make sure that by me recommending that line, you're not just dead to known information.
Well, if I Solitude, I exile your Ash Zealot. I have a blocker.
I'm going to, if you exile the Ash Zealot,
Yeah.
I get to Fork Bolt you.
You shoot this. I take 1, 2, 3.
4.
And then you have 3 in hand, so I'm not dead.
You're not dead.
Yeah. No.
Okay. I just want to be very careful.
No, thank you. Yeah, that you haven't influenced stuff in such a way. No, this is fine. Because, like, if I get the card we were talking about before,
Deathrite Shaman.
Deathrite Shaman, I get to double block your 2/2 and still get hit for 1,000,000. It's like, it's not great.
Yeah.
Solitude is so much better here because then I have Lingering Souls as a line later on.
Yeah.
So
Also, it's just, that's a more long term.
Yes. Yes, it absolutely is. All right, so Solitude is now in my hand. Would you like to cut?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. All right, Solitude is in hand. I might still be dead. Like, we'll see what you end up drawing.
This also forces me to commit to the Fork Bolt.
Yeah. Yeah, gets rid of it. Now, you know I have Solitude, and I think what I actually do is I wait until you attack.
Yes, yeah.
And force you to take the 3 off of that, which is kind of interesting.
And just get it out of the way so you can Lingering Souls.
Yep. Pass.
Combat.
Yep.
Attack with everybody. Dreadhorde trigger.
Yep.
I will cast this Fork Bolt,
'Kay.
doing 1 and 1.
I go to 8.
And I take 3.
Yep. before blockers or whatever, I'm going to evoke Solitude, exiling through Fairy to exile your Ash Zealot, gain 2 life. Evoke trigger dies, this goes away. I take 3, putting me to 5. If you rip Burn Spell, I'm in trouble. But if you don't, ooh,
I'm going to play Mutavault.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pass.
All right, untap. If I rip a land, this game gets very interesting. It's not a good land to rip, but it is interesting.
Shockland. Tarnished Citadel?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's Misty. Let's go get ourselves a basic island here. I got down to 4. So this game might be over if you rip a land, but, you know. Or if you rip a land is no. Get 1 more power to it. No. You have 1 card in hand, it's a burn spell.
You're at 1 life, effectively.
Yeah. Would you like to cut?
No, I am.
Okay. 2 mana. Flashback Lingering Souls. 2 spirits. The reason why the line to get Solitude is so much better is the other card in my hand is Recurring Nightmare.
Ooh.
Yeah, cast Recurring Nightmare, sacrifice a spirit to bring back Solitude.
Yowza.
And now, I think I'm supposed to hit the Dreadhorde Arcanist.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we exile the Dreadhorde Arcanist. You gain 1 life. I have a Solitude online. And now you can use, you're kind of forced to use the burn spell to kill Solitude, which is kind of cool. But then I can bring it back again. Unless you rip a burn spell, in which case I'm just dead.
Yeah, it does make it a little awkward, though, because, like, there are lines where using the Searing Spear to clear the Solitude opens up the Mutavault.
Yep.
But if I commit to a Mutavault line, then I can't rip a land for Ramanap. So I think I just point the burn spell at you and knock the top of my deck.
Yeah, see what happens.
Yeah. End of turn, Searing Spear you.
I'm at 1. Let's see what you got.
Crack Ramanap. Deal 2 to you.
You had 2 outs.
That game, I draw burn spell or land,
Yeah.
which is a lot of the deck, but still, if I don't hit it, then you get to take over this game.
Yeah. I have a initiative card and Recurring Nightmare in hand.
Yeah, which is actually, it seems weird to say. I think it would have been cooler if I didn't kill you there, because then it gets to showcase one of the things about the modern red deck where, again, more decks play to the board. I mean, you are a board-based mid-range deck, but
Yeah.
the fact that, like, because I have more creatures now than previous builds, and, like, we're not playing the, like, flame javelins and flames of the blood hand and whatnot, you can get draws where you're like, oh, I drew Jackal Pup, but my control opponent has 3/4 reach with flash or whatever, you know?
If you hadn't hit Shriekmaw with Recurring Nightmare in hand and Lingering Souls, like, that game is just so different. Like, oh my god. I mean, turn 1 Monkey is pretty hard to beat as it is.
Yeah, turn 1 Monkey. And it didn't do much. All it did was just, like, it hit you for 2.
Well, it lets you
made
get
a Lotus Petal.
Got you another 2-power creature out a turn earlier.
That's
right?
true.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
That the monkey did. It didn't do much. Didn't do much.
I almost got him. I almost got you.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. Yeah.
You know what? You're right. Betting didn't do much.
Yeah, what a stupid monkey. You should cut it.
Really bad monkey. You should cut it. And also trade me all of your copies. There is something very funny about how one of the most broken 1-drops of all time just is a monkey. You know? Delver and Deathrite Shaman, they're pretty cool, but what if instead it was just a monkey?
What if monkey? Yeah. I have a very capable hand.
Ooh, I've got an interesting one.
All right.
I think I keep it. Yeah,
Great.
I'll keep it.
All right. Good luck to you, my friend.
Good luck.
So turn 1, I'm going to play this. I need to trade you this Marsh Flats because I always forget what it's called and it's in Japanese.
Okay.
I know you'd be pretty happy.
We could do it right now.
After the game.
Okay.
After the game. I'm going to get a Tundra. I'm at 19. And I'm going to be drawing a card, so I have to shuffle and all that stuff first.
La-di-da. Mr. Draws a card.
All right, what do you think my line is this time?
Preordain?
You think Preordain? Eh.
Oh, Mox Spirited Companion.
Mox Jet? Spirited Companion. What a guy. Do you want a cup before I draw?
No, you're fine.
You're good. Of all the 2-drops to guess, Spirited Companion specifically.
Well, you did say you're going to draw a card.
Yeah. I could have been Wall of Omens, Baleful Strix.
That's true. Bet on the dog. Kumano faces Kakazan. 1 mana saga, stage 1, chapter 1. Deals 1 damage to each opponent, each planeswalker you control. Number 2, the next creature spell I cast comes to play with an additional 1/1 counter. And then the flip side is a 2/2 haste enchantment creature that says creatures dealt damage by things I control are exiled instead.
Cool.
Go ahead. Yeah, Etching of Kumano.
1 new.
19.
I'm going to crack this right now. Let's grab this basic island. Price of progress, eh?
Yeah, but don't play around that.
I don't know if you're telling me that earnestly or as the red player. It's tough.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to pass to you, and then I'm going to clique you in your after you draw.
Draw.
Clique. Vendilion Clique.
Oh, in my draw step.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Spikefield Hazard to deal 1 damage to your Clique and exile it. From this.
And exile, yeah, okay.
Your Clique resolves the ability. I have 2 snow-covered mountains, a blazing root walla, an incinerate, a skewer the critics, and maddening hex.
You're like, I'll turn that one around because you probably don't know it. Enchant player. Whenever enchanted player casts a non-creature spell, roll a d6. They take that much damage. Well, I think... what do I think?
Coffee's delicious. I love Minecraft.
Wow! How do you know my inner monologue? Might actually be Scare the Critics
Okay.
that I exile. I'll have a counterspell in time for the Maddening Hex.
It's written on the side of the box that he's put you in.
So bottom that.
Yeah, all right.
Draw. I am going to play a mountain.
Oh, now we do that.
Yes. And then I'm going to play a blazing root wall, which comes into play with a counter. And I will pass the turn.
What was our draw? What's the third chapter? Just transforms it, right?
Yeah, 2/2.
What? Pump spell?
Yeah, it's a root wall.
Pump ability. Swords that before you gain 4 life off of it. Hit you for 1.
20.
That should be 22 because of the +1/+1 counter. Do you take 1 damage off
I
anything?
took 1 from...
Right,
hit with the
yeah,
dog.
perfect. Go ahead.
Draw.
Dog beat.
No. Get the Etching of Kumano. Play a mountain. Attack for 2.
If a creature dealt damage, if a creature dealt damage this turn would die, exile it instead. I'll path it.
Okay.
Go get another mountain.
Fine. I'm going to grab that in a second. I'd also like to cast this Maddening Hex, enchanting you.
Force of will.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's my hand. My hand is gone. That's bad. That's bad to be me in this situation, unless I rip something real good off the top. Hit you for 1.
19.
Wasn't real good.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let's play the card advantage game against the red deck.
Yep.
I should. You know, looking at the board state and looking at the cards that I've dealt with, I should be in an okay position right now. But it will depend on my next 2 top decks.
My next 2 top decks.
Never feels good to be down against the red deck.
What you got in there?
I've got 2 lands. I've got 2 2 removal spells and a Force of Will. That's what I got right now.
I'm going to cast Cemetery Gatekeeper.
Oh, yeah.
2 on first strike. When it comes into play, exile a card from a graveyard. And then whenever a player plays a land or casts a spell, if it shares a card type with the exiled card, it deals 2 damage to them.
So land or instance.
I'm going to get rid of your Swords to Plowshares.
So anytime I cast an instant, I get dinged?
Anytime either of us cast an instant, we get
Oh.
dinged.
Seems better for me than for you.
I'm going to cast Felden Ronan
All these
Excavator.
good cards in your hand still.
They keep printing good red
they
2
weren't
drops.
there earlier. Wait, I didn't hand attack you this game. I didn't know it. I don't know any conversation.
No, you V-clicked me.
I did clink you. Yeah. What are these draws?
You
All
saw
right.
some of them.
Well, I didn't see either of these.
I will attack with my 2-power haste creature.
I'm at 14.
Go ahead.
What does this one do? If you take damage, I draw cards or something like that?
No, if it takes... Wait, you draw
I don't
cards,
know.
sir. This is from
Don't red cards
2022.
have downsides?
Not in 2022.
Oh my god.
So if it is dealt damage, I exile that many cards and then can pick one of those cards. And until the end of my next turn, I can play it.
That's a pretty good one. That's a very good one. Passageway Seer.
That's a very good
That's a very good one. All right, we've introducing the initiative. I get to find a basic land. I'm going to get myself an basic swamp. I'm going to go to end step, put a +1/+1 counter on it because I control the initiative.
Okay.
Pass.
With the cards in hand?
I have 1 card in hand. Burn spell.
Incinerate, targeting that.
Does it
Trigger.
exile it? I can't remember what it does.
No, it just deals 3 damage
Just
to it.
yeah, okay.
It's kind of funny. This card doesn't actually do anything here. I'm going to attack you with both the Gatekeeper and Felden.
No blocks. I'll take 4. Well, I'll take 2 first strike, and then
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any shenanigans or
No.
anything there. Okay.
I get the initiative.
Now you get the initiative.
And we pass it back and forth.
That's the hope. That's why I didn't block there. People are like, but why didn't you block the red creatures? It's like, well, if he doesn't play a creature, then I get to take it back, which is good.
You stole my initiative.
I still hear
You
it.
stole my initiative. Now I'm stealing it back. So I find a basic mounted.
Yeah.
I will play it. I'm going to play the laziest Bomat career you've ever met. And I'm going to pass the turn.
Yeah. Wheat.
It's the saddest horn.
Preordain.
Yep. 2 initiative creatures?
Top, bottom. No, no, even better. Even better. So draw.
Yeah.
How about we introduce the monarchy as well?
Oh my god, yeah.
All right, I'll exile Bomat Courier.
Okay.
The monarch token is mine. I'm going to attack you with the Spirited Companion.
Oh, okay.
Take the initiative back
Yeah.
and put 2 +1/+1 counters on Palace Jailer.
Okay. It's a big boy.
That's a big boy. You're fine.
Okay. I'm gonna keep this really good card in my hand over here.
Writes down Mountain.
No. Is that a go?
Yes.
Draw from Monarch.
Draw for Monarch.
Interesting. I'm going to play Reinforced Ronin.
Yeah.
2/2 haste, end step, return to my hand. And I can channel, pay 2 and discard it. It's a draw card. Combat.
Yeah.
Everybody.
You have 1 card in hand.
Yeah.
All right. Geez, which of these do I want to block? So the problem here is if that actually is a good card, another basic land, I can set myself up to get blown out here.
Oh my god, he blocked again. Do.
Initiative's gonna change hands.
do. Yeah, I'm the monarch now. Yeah.
You're gonna get us DMCA'd, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, our singing's too good.
Spot on.
Yeah.
God, which of these awful 2-power creatures do I block? I think it's just the Ronin. Because this one gets you cards if you do it. This one opens me up to getting first striked and killed, in which case I 1 for 1 rather than 2 for 1. And this gets you more cards, which I think it's just, I think of the blocks, the Ronin's the best block.
Yeah, blocking this gives you cards. Blocking this opens you up to instant speed burn, meaning that you don't kill the thing.
Yeah.
Blocking this gets it off the table, meaning that if you do draw like a Chupacabra style card, you can then kill this and then you have more stuff on the board. So
Yeah.
I like blocking here.
Yep. All right. I'll take 2, then you take all of these, and then the initiative triggers,
Yes.
right? Like that's actually
Then
significant.
this is relevant here.
Yeah.
I go to the Forge and then put 2 counters.
Yeah, so I actually take 2 more damage because of first strike there. I'm at 4.
And I get my beat back.
Oh, you get your beat
I
back.
get my honk.
Yeah. You sure do.
I'm going to skewer the critics, your Palace Jailer.
Really? How much?
3 damage.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
I'm going to pass and draw for Monarch.
It's looking bad for our boy.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I live? You have a burn card in hand?
No.
Okay.
I have a... I'm not going to tell you. You have to get the initiative back.
I know. Otherwise, I just die.
Can your deck do that?
Attack.
I'll block.
Okay. Consolation game 3?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I had Hammer and an opposition agent. Yeah, so I can block, but I just die when you untap because you dome me for 5.
You know what I don't think you do?
What's that?
I don't think you force well that Maddening Hex. I think your deck is primarily creatures.
Interesting. Yeah, because when we looked at it at that point, since that point, I'd cast 1 sorcery. And then if you wait a turn, I can hard cast Force of Will. I keep Snapcaster Mage. I can exile stuff. I was thinking about it.
Yeah, Snapcaster Sword Splashes also just represents like 2 cards that have ultimately dealt with 3 creatures.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of advantage you're going to need. Like, it's terrifying doing that, but also like, I don't know, you might draw another instant.
Yeah, the swords. The problem, though, is I had that enchantment on me. I've only got 1 disenchant in the deck.
You got Lauren?
In Lauren, yeah. And I have to ask myself, is swords going to prevent up to 6 damage for some of your creatures at that point? It's kind of close. But I guess if we're not fighting for the initiative, you're right, if I don't force it, if I have the Snapcaster, another removal spell, I think I'm ahead because of the initiative and the Monarch.
Yeah,
right?
I think you have to, with that kind of draw, I think you can actually take the reins as like the beatdown.
Yep.
And then try to get far enough in your dungeon that like it's just bad for me to like I still have to trade and try to get back the initiative, but every time I get it, it's okay.
Yeah.
And then you're going to start like you get a free creature and stuff.
Yeah.
Or maybe keep the force to force whatever I target the Passageway Seer with. The lifelink creature.
Yeah, I didn't have it at the time, but no.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that was a top deck. But no, you're absolutely right. I mean, again, it's so tough in this matchup as RDW's advantage is redundancy. And as such, there's very few like key cards comparatively what you'd see to a combo deck or something like that
Yeah.
that I can force and really make a big swing difference there. Because you're trying to do the math of how much life is this card worth.
Yeah, it's tough. Red's not an easy deck to play, but the decisions in certain matches are going to be pretty straightforward, whereas my opponents have to, like, scrounge for their little victories, you know?
Oh, the Sneep.
No, I just grabbed something.
You just like, yeah?
I mean, it's good.
It's a good hand.
Yeah,
Yeah. I had all my favorite cards, which meant I had no lands to cast them. I'm like, oh, this hand's great. Look at how many good cards are in here. Oh, no.
That's why I only sleeve decks that have 0 lands in them.
That's fair.
Just
That's
all
fair.
my favorite cards.
Then it's nothing but gas, right? Mm-hmm. That was a noise.
You want a second 6?
Yeah.
It's a consolation game. I'll give you a second 6.
Yeah, here's the problem. 2 lands, Spirited Companion, 4 blue
4
cards.
blue cards. Well, you have a blue on the top.
Do I?
Yeah. But I would mulligan. I mean, you go to the second. Never gets old. I mean, for you it might, but, you know, for me, I like it.
How does he do it? How does he do it? These games have been pretty close.
Yeah.
It's
I can't say yeah without thinking.
Yeah.
But yes,
It's interesting because, like, the life totals are different, but the momentum swing, right? Like, oftentimes against a deck this aggressive, there is, once you stabilize, it's very, very, like, once you stabilize against the red deck, it's very hard for them to claw it back just because the card quality isn't there. So that's sort of this interesting tipping point. Like, I'm not racing, right?
I am getting pretty low on cards while you still have a reasonable amount of health.
Yeah. I'll keep this. I just have to think of which card to send back.
Sure.
I'm on the play. I'll ship you. All right, let's do the most aggressive thing you can do against a red deck. Verdant Catacombs, Mox, Thoughtseize.
I have Mountain, Ramanap Ruins, Monastery Swift Spear, Falcon Wrath Gorger, Eidolon of the Great Revel, that's how you pronounce it, and Roiling Vortex.
Good lord. Vortex. Oh, it's like a little baby sulfuric vortex. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was casted, take 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I care about George? George is just a 2/1. It's either the Swift Spear or Eidolon. Actually, the Swift Spear isn't as good with your current hand, which is kind of cool. Let's get rid of the Swift Spear.
Okay. Yes.
Go. George?
George.
Yeah.
Go.
Falcon Wrath, Georger. All right, I'm going to crack the Verdant Catacombs down on 17. I'm going to get the tapped... Ooh, I have to get a black source.
Watery Grave.
Let's go with the tapped black-white.
Godless Shrine.
Godless...
Do you have a Triumph in there?
I'm going to get this Rafine's Tower.
Yeah, there we go. God, Triumphs are good. Wow.
I'm like, I want all 3 colors, but I can only get one of 2.
God, which one should I get? Oh,
All of them.
right. I have perfect mana now. Whoops.
Would you like to cut?
No, you're good.
All right. Untap. Draw for the turn. Play this basic island and cast Lingering Souls.
Oh, yep. Jesus.
Pass.
Roiling Vortex. So at the beginning of each player's upkeep, it deals 1 to them.
Yep.
Whenever player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, wait, never mind, I'm not casting that. Pardon me, sorry, taking it back, taking
That's
it back.
fine. I didn't hear a thing. I didn't hear a thing.
Oh, this makes my hand really bad. Oh my god. You ever just play a game of Magic and you just, like, very early on, you go, wow, I'm going to die. Like, I've lost. That's...
Every time.
I'm going to play Eidolon
Yeah.
of the Great Rebel.
Yep.
Pass.
Untap, untap, untap. Draw for the turn. Adarkar Wastes. Very difficult to pronounce. I'm going to tap it for a white. Palace Jailer. Jail the Eidolon.
Yeah.
I'm the Monarch.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to pass, draw a card.
Yeah. Oh, no. Wah.
Wah.
Yeah. Oh. All my cards are good, but they don't do anything. God, Lingering Souls is annoying. Oh, wow. What the hell, dude? I'm going to suspend Rift Bolt,
Yep.
and I'm going to pass.
I'm going to cast Grief.
I'm going to respond.
Sure.
I'm going to Lava Dart one of your spirits. And then, yeah, I have this Roiling Vortex that was ready to do 10 damage to me from the dart.
Suspend, yeah.
Yeah, and a Ramonette.
We'll take the Vortex.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Ponder.
Okay.
I'm going to shuffle.
Okay.
Unearth land seems kind of bad on this particular board state.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah. 4-drop, 4-drop, 5 lands, or 4 lands and a Mox.
You're Hellbent?
I
And draw.
will have 1 card off Ponder, and then
getting-
I'll have a 2nd card off the Monarch.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine.
All right. So draw off Ponder. Ponder goes into my graveyard. I'm going to pass without attacks and draw off the Monarch.
Untap.
Yeah.
Rift Bolt, the Jailer.
Interesting.
Actually, is probably
Yep.
correct.
So that stays there. We'll put it under the Monarchy.
Sure. Draw. I'm going to play this Ramonette Ruins.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
You can't see it from the camera angle, but he's staring at the Monarchy. Draw for the turn. Play this basic island. Declare attack. Hit you for 3.
Yep. 17.
1/1 flashback souls.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass, draw off the Monarch.
Mm-hmm. Draw.
I'm going to clique you.
I've got a Robber of the Rich and a Mox Ruby.
We'll take the Robber of the Rich.
Okay. Come on, Goblin Chain Whirler.
Oh, that would be bad. Oh, that would be bad. That's one of your like 3/3 drops.
I have good news for you, Serge.
Yes.
Not only did I not draw it, but it's not in my deck. Oh my god. How do I do this? Viashino Pyromancer. 2 damage to you.
Yep. Yep.
I'm going to play this Mox Ruby.
Yep.
Christ. Go.
Untap, untap, untap. Draw for the turn. Six.
I'm going to Levitate the Clique. Yeah, I'm going to do it.
I'll respond. Restoration Angel.
Okay. Okay, I think, yeah. Do you mind if I concede?
That's fine. That's fine.
I mean, I'll let you know, kill me.
No. This is, I mean, fine. I got
kill
beat
me.
up today.
Yeah,
I got beat up
kill
today.
me.
I'll take a chance.
Yeah.
I'll target myself.
Okay.
When enters the battlefield, look at target player's hand. You may reveal a non-land card. I'm going to reveal this Deathrite.
Okay. Wow, he bottoms a life gain card. This is...
I don't have green. I don't have a green source for it.
Wow, he doesn't even have green for
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was technically before blockers.
Yeah, so I take 3.
Okay.
I go to 14.
And I'm going to say go. Nope, draw off the Monarch.
Go.
Draw for the turn. 9.
Double block Grief. I'm making a play. When you're in this spot, you kind of have to make a play like you don't have it. You've been bricking this entire time.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no way.
Yeah.
So I will double block.
Ephemerate.
Okay. Okay. Before you do that,
All right.
I'm going to brute force.
Sure.
So target creature gets +3/+3.
Yeah.
I'd like to target your restoration agent. Okay. I'm yeah. Thank for the game.
It's so fun. This is very classically like the rhythm in a Highlander tournament too, where you just get burned down in 2 really fast. You play the consolation game. It's the best game you've ever played in your life.
Yeah.
You're just like, how could I have lost in this matchup?
Yeah. I literally, last month, I had a tournament where in the finals, I just quickest 2-0 of my life, my opponent.
Yeah.
And then they proceeded to 4-0 me.
Yeah. Right?
The
And
fun
games
games.
after. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all you need to remember is that I won the final. No, I'm joking.
I'm glad we got to show that too, because that
Yeah.
actually showcases where like you didn't really have life gain.
Yep.
Lingering Souls is obviously
Yeah.
one of the best things you can have, but that style of card.
Well,
right?
I think we were talking about how close this matchup would be, right? And then I get 2-0, and you're like, what are they talking about? Why is this so close? And then you see that game happen.
Yeah. Turns out you don't actually get a great read on matchups unless you play a
lot of them.
And
Yeah.
we just don't have the time to do like a 1st to 7.
Yeah.
Or like, 1st to 5.
But I mean, eventually, like I assume we'll have played all the archetypes and you'll get to see them come back.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Different matchups. I'm really looking forward to that too. Right, like all sorts of neat stuff there. No, this was super fun. So the reason I picked this deck is Wheeler has started tweeting out the winning deck list of every Monday night event at Yellow Jacket, our local LGS. I said local twice, our LGS. And the first winning deck list of the year was something similar to this, Robin Sorensen on Esper Initiative Blink. And I have never looked at a list and immediately fallen in love quite so hard.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't get any more like peak 2023 than finding the first tournament list of the year and making your own version. Because this deck's probably like 30 cards different from what Robin had. And then you made a version, which is also different. And yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I think the initiative, I mean, for starters, I think we could do a whole episode of North 100
Just
about
on the initiative? Yeah.
Because I think it's a pretty interesting mechanic. People tend to get like a little poo-pooed of like, oh, it's everywhere. It's like, yeah, it's a new toy.
Yeah.
And like, it is very good, but it is beatable across a variety of archetypes. And, but it's also just like kind of neat when you can build around it, So it's...
I'm only playing 7 initiative cards in this deck.
That's still a lot.
Right?
But it's, yeah.
And some of them are bad.
Yeah, there's a real cost. You were playing a 4-mana 1/5.
Yeah, Vicious Battle Rager. Like, what is that doing in this deck?
Okay.
There was a definite point as an observer where you went, oh my God, this is a great card. And Ben was like, oh, that is a good one. Where in my mind, I watched you play a 4-mana 2/2 with lifelink. And we're like, damn, that's a good card. And it's just like, the power of the initiative, right?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. All right, Wheeler.
Serge.
Thank you very much, my friend. This has been an absolute delight. Thank you to all of you who watched today. A reminder that this show is brought to you by you, the support of the Patreon, or at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. And a reminder, down below you can find the deck lists, our points, and also you can just say nice things about us, like how much you love the show. and how perfectly I played every single game.
And who your favorite Backstreet Boy is.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.